Good morning, Lead Fearlessly family. Last week, we talked about you observing students the very first few minutes of school. The first 5 minutes that they meet you are the most important. And guess what? After you observe them, they observe you. You have everybody in their assigned seat, and the first 10 minutes, they're watching to see what you do next. Educators, I need you for the next 10 to 15 minutes to outline your non-negotiable rules for your classroom. You will be amazed at how many classrooms I have walked in over my time as an educator, and there are no rules anywhere. Students need to know what expectations for their behavior that you have. They have to know the rules. They have to know consequences in case they break those rules. And they have to know your rewards for making sure they follow the rules. It is not just going to happen automatically. You have to prepare for it. Over my career, I've only worked with 5 rules. I can't tell you what rules to have for your students. I don't know your students. All I can tell you is that you need 5 tangible rules that are observable. A lot of people like using the word, we will respect each other. I need you to be clearer. What does respect look like for your class? Respect for one person is not the same for the next person. So I would say things like keep your hands, your feet, and items to yourself. Clear. No debate there. Feet, items, hands to yourself. That covers a big ground. That will be one rule. I need you to come up with 5 tangible rules. Because everybody, again, don't respect looks different for so many different people. 5 rules, consequences for whenever they break a rule, and rewards for those who do not. Educators, this is how you lead a classroom. You cannot leave what some people think are small things up for grabs. You cannot expect for kids to understand what your rules are if you have not told them the rules. Tell them the rules and outline them and follow them for consistency. Because I guarantee you, I've seen it so many times. The moment that you explain the rules, someone in your class is going to break the rule instantly. Why? Because they want to see whether you do what you say you're going to do. Never come up with rules that you don't think you can follow through on. Another good decision that you should make, I always ran my rules past school leadership. And I would say to them, these are my classroom rules and these are my consequences. And if it had anything to do with administrative support, they would know from the beginning. Right? No surprises. No, you can't support me in my rules because you signed off on them when I showed you them before I introduced them to the students. Cover your bases. Never tell a child a rule that you will not follow through on. Let me give you a story. I remember I had a kid. One of the rules was stay seated at all times. That was another one of my rules. Stay seated at all times because they didn't stay seated. Somebody got punched, hit, or kicked. Stay seated at all times. Soon as I said it, kid got up, walked right across the room, right in front of me, and threw the trash in the trash can. And all of the students looked at me to what I was going to do. And the first thing I did was the first step in my consequences. And that was, I put your name on the board. That's your warning. I always give kids warnings. I mean, kids make mistakes, especially when you're first giving rules and consequences. You always got to have a warning. Don't go right to a consequence without giving a warning. So educators, lead your classroom. First, observe them. Then they're going to observe you. They are watching to see, can I trust this woman or this man? Can I believe they'll do what they say they're going to do to keep me safe in this classroom? Remember, they're watching you. Rules, consequences, rewards have to be visible. And remember, if nobody told you they loved you today, you remember I do, and I always will. Lead fearlessly and love hard. And that starts with expectations, your expectations for how the student will behave in your classroom. It's not a small thing. It's huge. Non-negotiable rules. Have a great day.